bonding. Welcome, Dr. Pooja.
Thank you, Seema. It's great having you here. Well, I am Dr. Pooja, a community expert in nutrition and lactation, and we are going to have a very interesting topic for discussion. So let's begin. Bonding with and beyond.
Okay, so bonding with baby, the first thing that comes in the mind is understanding your baby. Where all of us think this process starts when the baby is right in our hands in this world, but that's not true. The bonding process starts right from the time you get pregnant, when you start talking to your baby in the womb. That's when your bonding actually starts with. So let's have some discussion over some very interesting questions for Dr. Pooja. Dr. Pooja?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry there. Yeah.
No problem. So, as I was saying, so we're going to ask you some interesting questions, and I want to know your thoughts, your advices to our lovely mothers here. Okay, so
Okay.
the first question for today is what is the first thing that a mother needs to start with when the baby comes in this world?
Well, the bonding begins at the very initial stage, that is during pregnancy. So the 9 months journey is just, it's not only just nourishment, it is bonding with the womb. And this develops over a period of time. The emotional instincts, the motherly aspects, the love, the affection gets understood by the child when you are caring for the little one from within. A mother is in that beautiful phase of her life journey that she speaks to the womb, or sometimes listens to music, sometimes is chanting prayers of a different type. So this is what is helping the mother to actually connect with the baby in the pregnancy phase. And when the little bundle of joy is arrived on the whichever day, that affection gets beyond many folds. And it's not only the mother, that joy of the arrival of the little one is seen in everybody's eye, so that baby becomes the star performer for that day. This is how the bonding multiplies and it becomes manifold.
Great. I cannot relate to it because I'm not a mother, but I do feel it very deeply as you speak, surely. My next question for you is how do mothers understand their baby? Since they're so little, they cannot speak, they cannot express more. What are the advices that you want to give our mothers, to start understanding them better?
Well, this is a very beautiful question that you have asked, Seema. So I will break it down into two aspects of looking towards it, right? The first aspect is in the pregnancy phase, when the baby tries to respond through a lot of kicks. The mothers generally start feeling the movement of the baby from the fifth month. And the baby is very, very active. So he, whatever response they give is through the kicks or the movements which are felt within the womb. That is one thing. The mother is very elated. The expecting mom is very, very happy on what is happening around, because she's trying to gauge onto the activities, whether it is late night, whether it is early morning, whether the baby is hungry. So she has all those emotions flowing in her mind. And these moments become intense in the last 3 months of pregnancy. That's the seventh, eighth, and ninth, because the baby is highly active in the womb, and the mother is always told to be watchful on these moments. Okay. Now, the second phase which comes is when the mother is really waiting for the arrival of a little one. Once the baby is out of the womb, the mother is instantly connected, because she becomes protective, she becomes very possessive, she becomes affirmative that this is my child and I'm going to take care for the baby for the rest of the life, and so on. That is the promise she makes to herself. But the first 24 hours, where the baby is also out of the womb, he or she is trying to adjust with the external environment, and over there the baby can only express it out by crying. So that is one instinct that the child gives across, for the warmth, for the emotional support, for the security that the child is looking for, because he or she has been hearing one voice for those 9 months. And I think that voice, when heard, gets related instantly. So that is the
Okay.
beauty of nature. And it is very tactful to understand, that probably the child is already known, but the motherly instinct helps to secure that communication, and the baby feels safe in her arms.
Very true. So, as a mother, since you are also a mother, what is the advice that you want to give our mothers, to try making their baby bond to them?
Well, in the initial 24 hours or 48 hours, or I would say a month, because it does take a time, go slow. We expect a lot. The baby should do this, the baby should do that, but it's actually our motherly, protectiveness, which helps us to go beyond boundaries. So I would just suggest to the new moms that be slow on the actions that you're taking for the child. Understand what the child is wanting, because we learn not only as a mother but also as a human being. We learn a lot from the babies. What we try to understand their sign language, we try to understand the kind of emotions that they are displaying. We are so so surprised by one smile they give, or one the sound they make. So that is the joy that we are looking forward for. Even the fathers, it's not only the mother, even the fathers, the new fathers who have had the experience of handling a newborn, the joy you must see on their face. So it's a duty as a parent to have a holding hand. But yes, as an emotion, I would say it's just a bundle of joy which we are all looking forward to just have and get the affection and help them out in this beautiful world.
I'm surely speechless the way you actually explain the entire, the joy, the feelings, the process of bonding. So that's with the mothers, but how do you expect the baby, to start bonding with the other family members, siblings, fathers, grandparents? So how does that come through?
Wow, that's an amazing question. Now, over here, the real trick is like, how the mother is able to convince everybody. So it starts from the younger one, I mean, the first child or the second child, and then it goes on the hierarchy part of it, like the father, the grandparents, and then, the aunts, cousins, and everybody. So everybody wants to have a look at the new one, the hold the new one. But the most possessive person is the sibling, because they are very, very protective. And and the mother, along with the sibling, has made it a habit that the child has been understanding the kicks. Child has been talking to the womb, but he is more surprised when it's a baby brother or a baby sister which comes into this world, and their love and affection is very difficult. But at a point of time, they might feel that the mom is very busy with the new baby, so nobody's paying attention to me. But the mother plays balances the bridge very correctly. Like, I had an experience when my second one was born. My elder son had a time trouble where I would not give enough time to him. So when my younger one was sleeping, I would handle my elder one, telling him that he's your brother. He's going to be there to play with you. You're going to have a lot of love for him. You're going to play together. You're going to spend all the time together. Just that he's small right now, but after a few days, you are going to take care of him and I am going to be away. So that is the way I started dealing with bonding of two siblings, right from the womb to the later process. And along with the family members, everybody is giving advice, giving you, they're sharing their experiences. But yes, over here, a conflict can happen, but the mother understands that what's best for the child and what should be done in the positive side of the child. So she balances it out it very beautifully. That is how the mothers win over the entire family when she's trying to balance her newborn and the other family.
Are there some tricks for fathers to bond? Because most of the fathers, they go to work, ऑफिस टाइम में ही पूरा दिन निकल जाता है एंड हार्डली कुछ टाइम मिलता है बच्चों के साथ. हाउ डू दे रियली बॉन्ड विद द किड्स?
Well, this is the current scenario, but definitely our government has made rules that paternity leave पेरेंट्स फादर्स को भी छुट्टी मिलनी चाहिए ऑफिस से, दीज रूल्स आर एप्लीकेबल। हाँ, यहाँ पे पापा की भाग दौड़ बहुत ज्यादा होती है, बट अगर उनको हेल्पिंग हैंड देना है, 1 hour एट नाइट, प्रोबेबली 1.5 hour एट लेट नाइट और अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, अगर उन्होंने अपने बच्चे को दे दिया, देन दैट इज अ हेल्पिंग हैंड फॉर द मदर, बिकॉज द मदर कैन रेस्ट फॉर अ while, and then definitely she will also understand, that the child is being taken care of and I can have my own time. So in this way the fathers also start bonding, maybe a helping hand for the diaper change, or taking the baby for a stroll outside, or for a walk, something
Or
of the
nighttime
sort.
story.
Yes, definitely gives a soothing helping hand for the mother, and the mother feels really elated during this process.
Right. So, as a mother, what have you learned from your babies? Like seeing what they do, पूरा दिन कैसे spend करते हैं, कैसे खेलते हैं siblings के साथ. What you have learned from all that?
Well, I learned two things from them. When they were in the womb, like my elder one would talk to my younger one, I saw the bonding was quite brilliant. I did not have to tell. I had to help him to communicate. He would sing songs. He would sing some rhymes, because the age gap was marginable. But when the two siblings started bonding, like my elder one was 2 years old and my younger one was 6 months old, at that point of time he would take care of understanding what he's wanting. His sign language would help me to understand what the child wants. So if I am away, or if I'm talking to somebody, or if I'm in the kitchen, my elder one would come and tell me that he wants this, can you come quickly? Or if he's made an activity like throwed a ball, or started crawling in, he would be aware. like जब घर पे बच्चे रहते हैं तब टॉयज हर जगह पे बिखेर जाती है.
Yeah.
So the elder one was very protective about the younger one, that he doesn't pick up the toy and put it in his mouth.
Hmm.
Or if the younger one is crawling, he would make sure that the way is very clear. So this is a kind of an understanding I got to see in them. I understand that kids start adapting to the environment which we are giving them at home.
Right.
And along with grandparents, they try to make their own space. So there was a time where the mother would get her me time, and this helped me to bond with my kids very quickly.
So the sense of protectiveness जो siblings में आना चाहिए, they start developing by themselves. छोटी छोटी
Absolutely.
चीजों पे help करना, उनको protect करना, toys से या मुंह में ना डाल दे toys to protect them. That's the way they start bonding.
Absolutely.
Very nice. So that was a real insight. So we have few users, who have asked questions on baby bonding, of course. So we can take that up.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so there is one mother who does ask the age gap between my elder and younger brother, like the siblings, is too much. They're not ready to bond so well. What do I do?
See, if the age gap is too much, the mother as I told, the mother plays a bridge between the two siblings. So over here, she can have the playtime for the elder one along with the younger one. And when they try and come out of their space, they will try and bond together. But over here, the elder one doesn't have that maturity, or you can say a sense of belongingness. So the mother can tell that the younger one likes this, he likes it to be done this way. And the elder one starts reacting it in a very beautiful manner. And over a period of time, definitely this is going to help in a better sibling bonding. So definitely give some time and a lot of patience, because over here, that is the key to the solution.
So the next question from a user is, my baby is very cranky, बहुत ज़्यादा रोना, बहुत ज़्यादा गुस्सा करना. He's 2 years old and he has a lot of anger, crankiness to his siblings. How do I make him understand? What is the trick to, calm him down?
टैंट्रम थ्रोइंग एट द एज ऑफ 2 years ये बहुत ज़्यादा कॉमन है. तो वो एंजाइटी डेवलप हो रहा है या प्रोटेक्टिव इंस्टिंक्ट्स होता है, उसको हैंडल करना एक ट्रिक होता है. यहाँ पे हमको बड़े को समझाना है कि ये आपका भाई है जो आपके साथ खेलने वाला है, या आपकी बहन है आपके साथ खेलने वाली है, बट उसका प्रोटेक्टिव इंस्टिंक्ट के लिए हमको ये भी समझाना है कि किसको महत्व देना है, बिकॉज जो छोटा है उसको कुछ ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए कि उसको कुछ समझ नहीं है. They are very smart and they are very outgrown because of the generations which are coming in. So the elder one can be told in a very soft way, or in a very the communication should be very prompt, in a way which is not hurt and does not make the child go against another one. Kids are very sensitive, very flexible also. So that sensitivity should be toned when through the voice modulation of the parent. For example, I'll tell you, for a 2 year old, if I tell आपको ये नहीं करना चाहिए, raise your eyes and raise your voice and everything, the child might get scared for 1 second, but that remains as a mind block for his entire life कि मम्मी ने ऐसा बोला तो मैं करूंगा, because that is a retaliation behavior which is shown.
Right.
But if we modulate our voice and tell him कि अगर आपने ऐसा किया तो आपके भाई या बहन को चोट पहुंचेगी. So that is the sensitive issue which we can modulate and tell him the reason for the result of his action, which he may understand for a minute, but that activity can be brought back, I mean can be stopped from happening.
Right.
So in this way, the child can, be protected, and he becomes protective rather than become possessive. The child becomes protective for his sibling. This is
You
what I
exactly
feel.
came to my next question, which was मेरे ज्यादा लाड प्यार करने की वजह से बच्चा बिगड़ तो नहीं जाएगा, which is a very commonly asked question. जो इतना प्यार करते हैं, सब चीजें जो मांगते हैं सब दे देते हैं, इसकी वजह से बिगड़ तो नहीं जाएगा वो?
I can totally relate this question, क्योंकि हर माँ होने के नाते मुझे भी ये लगता है कि मैं ज्यादा अपने बच्चे को तो बिगाड़ नहीं रही हूँ, या जो वो मांगता है मैं उसको तुरंत नहीं देती हूँ. वेल, एक जमाना ऐसा था कि जहां पे हम लोगों को प्रूव करना था कि या हाँ मैंने मेरा होमवर्क किया है, तभी तभी मुझे चीजें, जो चीज मैं मांगती थी वो मुझे मिल जाती थी.
Right.
लेकिन आज का जमाना ऐसा है कि आपने आपने मांगा और आपको मिल गया, इट्स जस्ट अ क्लिक अवे.
Right.
तो ये हमारे अपब्रिंगिंग में ऐसा हुआ है कि हार्डवर्क करो और उसके फल पाओ. लेकिन यहाँ पे बिकॉज थिंग्स आर चेंजिंग, आई फील दैट उनको हर तरीके का एक्सपोजर होना चाहिए, ओके, इन अ गुड वे, लेकिन वहां पे एक लिमिट रखनी चाहिए, जिसके कारण उनको भी समझ में आ जाएगा कि आपने अगर मेहनत की तभी आपको फल मिलेगा, हर चीज जब मांगोगे वो नहीं मिलेगा. तो रिवॉर्ड सिस्टम ये बहुत ही वर्क एफिशिएंटली वर्क होता है. प्रोबेबली रिवॉर्ड्स ऐसे नहीं रहेंगे कि दुकान से खरीदा हो, या अमेजोन से आया हो, या कुछ
Right.
पार्सल आया हो. घर की छोटी छोटी चीजें, जैसे आपने खाना खाया, आपकी प्लेट आप सिंक में डाल दीजिए, यू गेट अ स्टार मार्क. सिंपल. आपने हैंड वॉश कर लिया, हाथ साफ सॉफ्ट हो गए, नैपकिन से पोंछ लिया, यू गेट अ स्टार. यू वी पुट वी हैव दिस सिस्टम एट आवर होम वेयर वी हैव अ ब्लैक बोर्ड, एंड उनके पॉइंट्स लिखे हुए होते हैं कि कौन से एस्पेक्ट्स पे उनको मार्क किया जाएगा, एंड इफ दे आर डूइंग इट देन दे गेट अ स्टार मार्क. जिसके कारण उन उन दोनों को पता चल जाता है, ये रेस नहीं है, उन दोनों को पता चल जाता है कि उनका आज का रिपोर्ट कार्ड कैसा है. और यही वजह से एक उनके लाइफ में एक डिसिप्लिन आने शुरुआत हो
Right.
जाती है.
It's a very nice thing to do. Seriously. Very good, Pooja.
थैंक यू सीमा.
So my next thing is, जैसे आपने बोला, the reward system. But आजकल के बच्चे, if you see, they're so adamant over everything, कि मुझे वो चाहिए तो लेके ही देना पड़ेगा. That cranky behavior, वो जिद कैसे करते हैं पेरेंट्स, बिकॉज अगर ज्यादा कंट्रोल किया उनको, देन दे रिटेलिएट द वे यू सेड. So how are the parents supposed to actually control them without them reacting as a retaliation?
इसका एक बहुत ही बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है, व्हेन द पेरेंट्स आर बिजी, ओके, और उनको बच्चे को बिजी रखना है, वो क्या थमा देते हैं बच्चों के हाथ में? सिंपल डिवाइस. इज
Yeah.
इट अ फोन? और अ टैबलेट,
Sure.
करेक्ट, कि बेटा आपका ये स्क्रीन टाइम है, लेट मी
Hmm.
डू माई वर्क, एंड आप कर सकते हो। एक बार दे दिया, दो बार दे दिया, फाइन, दैट इज अंडरस्टैंडेबल। लेकिन अगर वो हैबिट बन जाती है तो वो डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है। तो उसको निकालने के लिए माँ, बच्चे के साथ 24 घंटे माँ रहती है, बट वी ऑल्सो हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट शी गेट्स एग्जॉस्टेड। She really requires some, self, her time for herself or to look after the family. So the father can step in over here. The father can develop a habit to the child. Probably he's come back from the office or probably he's working from home. He can take a break and he can, feed the child, talk to the child, modulate in such a way that he speaks, he tells stories, and then the bonding of the child gets divided equally, and they have the attention from both the father and the mother. See, parenting nowadays is not an easy job because every household has a working parent, whether it's a father or a mother, and the spouse expects that, the husband should be a helping hand or the wife should be a helping hand,
So,
right? So parenting has to be done equally, and this is how we start getting in equal parenting, which helps, which the child also understands ki if I have to work, I need somebody's help, and the tantrums of the child start lowering down. This is over a period of time, but it's only with a teamwork effort.
right.
That is how it is possible.
So the last question of the day, and maybe you can share some insights if you have. So, what are the fun activities जो मैं बच्चे के साथ कर सकती हूँ to learn bonding with them? Do you practice some fun activities, some games, or anything which helps you bond well? Some family time.
Oh yes, I I would definitely say कि ऑफिस काम तो चलता रहेगा, लेकिन फैमिली टाइम, ये जो बचपन के यादें जो बनाए जाती है, वो उसके लिए टाइम नहीं मिलता। So 0 to 6 years or 0 to 10 years is the age where we have to create memories, create moments। हम लोग हमेशा वो मोमेंट्स कैप्चर करने के लिए अपना फोन इस्तेमाल करते हैं। So I make it a habit in my family that I don't be with my gadgets, and I be with my kids to spend the time. I dedicate it during the weekdays as well, क्योंकि we always look forward कि weekend पे करना है, बच्चों के साथ ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करेंगे, बाहर जाएंगे, we'll try new places, restaurants try करेंगे, park ले जाएंगे, but this becomes a routine। What are they
Right.
asking you for? It's only for 15 to 20 minutes, so either you can read a book to them, make their own favorite food, involve them into the kitchen. That is also a time of quality spending। कभी कभार being in home नहीं सोचता है कि क्या खाना बनाना है। Very common
Yes.
example, just ask your kid आपको क्या खाने का मन कर रहा है। If the ingredients are available, just jump into the kitchen and you can help, and your child's favorite meal is ready. What else you want? If he or she is eaten it happily, you are more satisfied for the end of the day।
Sure.
That's the most beautiful thing। So I wouldn't say involve them into the kitchen, but yes, give some playtime for them, as now schools are off, okay, everything is online। So going for a cycling, going for a walk even after dinner is so relaxing। You can take your elder one, ask him how your day was। That starts developing a sense of belonging and responsibility। So ये चाइल्डहुड हैबिट्स है, जैसे हम लोगों ने हमारे पेरेंट्स को देखा है, हमारे हमारे पेरेंट्स की बॉन्डिंग को देखा है, यही अगर हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे इनकलकेट करना शुरू किया, इट बिकम्स वेरी इजी। सो बेबी बॉन्डिंग इज नॉट जस्ट इन द वूम, इट इज मोर आफ्टर द चाइल्ड इज ब्रॉट इन टू दिस वर्ल्ड। और हर एक लाइफ स्टेज में, जैसे बच्चा है, फिर टॉडलर बनता है, फिर प्राइमरी स्कूल आता है, फिर सेकेंडरी स्कूल आता है, हर एक लाइफ स्टेज में उनका योगदान हमारी लाइफ को बेहतर बनाने के लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। मैं नहीं कहूंगी कि हमारा योगदान उनके जीवन में मूल्य
Right.
है। उनका योगदान हमें सीख देता है कि हमको कैसे बिहेव करना है।
तो एक balance है.
यस, वही एक बैलेंस है।
So it was a great session with you, Dr. Pooja. So I would advise all our users to take all these small cute tips which was suggested by Dr. Pooja, inculcate in your daily life. Please काम के अलावा अपने बच्चों को time दो. As Dr. Pooja suggested, daily maybe 15 minutes to your baby will help a lot. Dr. Pooja, do you want to add something more for our users to know?
Yes, it was lovely to have you all on this live session. And for more tips and more parenting advices, follow Seema and follow Dr. Pooja on Baby Chakra, because we will be understanding what we really you all want, and we will be coming up with these live sessions. So it's going to be an interactive sessions, and we would love to hear from you on Baby Chakra. That's all from my end, Seema.
Thanks, everybody. As Dr. Pooja mentioned, for health tips, advices, any queries, you can reach out to us on the Baby Chakra app with the user of Seema Bhatia and Dr. Pooja. Please stay connected and happy parenting to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.